already explained you natural vegetative propagation. Today, now I am explaining you artificial methods of vegetative reproduction. Now the characteristics of artificial methods of vegetative reproduction. Number one, involvement of man is needed. In natural method there is no involvement of man, but in this method man's involvement is needed. Get desired varieties. Suppose you want a type of mango which color is very bright and which is very tasty. So you can get that desired varieties through these artificial methods of vegetative reproduction. Rainy and spring season. This propagation, this vegetative reproduction only occurred in rainy and early spring season. It is a horticultural method, that is flowering and fruit plants are originating from these artificial methods of vegetative reproduction. Now types. Number one is stem cuttings, number two is root cuttings, and number three is leaf cuttings. Stem cuttings, it is a very primitive type of reproduction. Here what happens, first we choose a plant that is 1 year old. It is 1 year old, and cut 20 to 30 centimeter of it from the upper portion. Mind it that cutting part must have buds. Now this cutting portion is dipped in auxin hormones for several minutes. Now that cutting portion is planted in another top, and the adventitious roots will grow very rapidly due to the involvement of auxin, and new branches and shoots arise from the above portion. Example is China rose, China rose, citrus, croton, etc. Now root cuttings. In root cuttings method, what happened? We first choose a long portion of a root and cut it horizontally, and each part of these roots dip in hormones like NAA, IBA, IAA. These are different types of auxin hormones for the quick growth of adventitious roots. And now this cutting part placed in another top, and the new plant will arise. Example is root cutting. Example is lemon, tamarind, blackberry, raspberry. Keep it in your mind, the root cuttings, adventitious roots and buds formation is very essential. If you cut the root portion but adventitious roots and bud do not grow on that cutting portion, then that cutting portion could not be grow into another plant. So it is very important that adventitious roots and bud formation must be happened on that cutting portion, and for this reason auxin hormone is applied on that cutting portion. Now the last type is leaf cutting. Leaf cutting, you see a plant that is snake plant or sansevieria. Now look at its leaf. These leaves are very long, so this is called a snake plant. Now cut that leaf. Now cut that leaf transversely, and each part of that cutting portion placed horizontally in the soil, and new plant will grows. But mind it that cutting portion should have a very fresh, so that adventitious roots will grow quickly. Okay, so these are the different methods of artificial vegetative reproduction through cuttings. Okay, in my I have already explained you artificial methods of vegetative propagation by cutting. Now I am explaining layering. So, characteristics, features of layering. Layering is called rooting cutting method. Why is called rooting cutting method? Because when adventitious roots appeared in the cut up portion of a stem or branch, then we cut the stem from the parent plant, and with the adventitious roots we placed in another pot or another or nurseries or in soil. So it is called rooting cutting method. Early spring or early rainy season is favorable for this method. A soft basal branch is defoliated in the middle and a cut is made. The cut may be oblique or V-shaped or ring-shaped, and then this branch pegged into the soil. This is layer. So what is layer? The soft basal branch which is defoliated. Defoliated means removal of leaf, and then a cut is made. The cut may be oblique or V-shaped or ring-shaped, and then this defoliated cut basal branch is pegged into the soil. This is called layer. Now, type of layering. First type is, in your first picture you can see first type of layering, that is tip layering. Tip layering. What happened in tip layering? Here we choose a branch which we can bend slantingly under the soil, but its tip portion should be upright. Okay. Its tip portion should be upright. This type of layering is useful in a soft stemmed plant like raspberry, blackberry, blueberry. In this type of plant, tip layering is useful. Here, a soft branch first defoliated and a cut. Here an oblique or V-shaped cut made, and then that part pegged under the soil, but the tip portion should be upright, and this portion is covered with soil. After few days, when adventitious roots come out from this part, we just cut this portion of the branch and placed it in the soil, and from that cut off part new plant arise. This is called tip layering. Now, second type of is trench layering. Trench layering also useful in soft stemmed plant. What happened? Same procedure. First we bend a branch and we defoliate it, and we make a trench. A trench is made, and that part is placed in this trench, okay, and covered with soil. After few days, adventitious buds come out from this part, and then we cut that portion and placed in the soil, and new branch and new plant arise. This type of trench layering occurred in walnut and mulberry. Now the last is air layering. Air layering or gutting. Tip layering and air layering can happen in soft stemmed plant, but air layering is applicable for the hard woody plant like lychee and pomegranate. What happens? We first cut some cambium tissue. Here we cut it ring shaped. Cambium tissue is cut off from that portion, and then this portion is covered with grafting clay. Now what is grafting clay? Grafting clay is made up of 1 part of cow dung, 1 part of finely cut hay or moss, 2 parts of clay, some water and some little amount of root producing hormones or auxin, and that clay is applied here and covered, and then we cover that portion by a polythene, so that we can see, polythene is transparent, so that we can see that adventitious roots come out from this part. After 2 to 3 months, we cover this part by this polythene, and after 2 to 3 months, when adventitious roots come out from that portion, we then cut the portion below the covered part, and with this adventitious root we place that branch in the soil, and then new plant arise. Okay, so this is called air layering. Now in my previously I have explained you trench layering, and I have forgotten to tell you one thing. When in trench layering, the basal part is placed in a trench. Okay, the basal part is the basal branch is placed in a trench, and after few days some vertical shoots come out with adventitious roots. Then this is trench layering, in case of trench layering. Okay, in your second picture you can see trench layering very well, and when this shoot comes out, we cut off that portion and place it in the soil, and from these shoots new plant arise. And previously when we explained artificial method of vegetative propagation through cutting, then I explained that in snake plant we cut some transverse portion, and we placed this transverse portion horizontally. Okay, horizontally. So I am very sorry, not horizontally, vertically we placed it in the soil, and from each vertical portion new plant arise. I have explained, I will show you a picture, and from this picture it will be clear to you that type of vegetative propagation. So today we discussed artificial methods of vegetative propagation through cutting and through layering. Okay, I hope all of you have understood. In our next we discuss grafting and a very important topic, tissue culture. Okay, thank you.